Open Stage would like to acknowledge the Susquehannock peoples, upon whose unceded land we produce this show. Open Stage commits to the work of dismantling the ongoing legacies of settler colonialism and the exclusions and erasures of many indigenous peoples that continue today. At Open Stage, we also believe that Black Lives Matter, and you should too. That belief starts with acknowledging plainly how the systems we depend on often operate as if they don't. We at Open Stage proudly stand united with Black people and communities of color during this movement of unrest and uprising. This show is brought to you by Open Stage, a professional theater company. Check out Open Stage's complete list of shows, all of which are offered completely free this season at openstagehbg.com. Thank you and enjoy the show.
With your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like life, I'll rise.
I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war. The bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man.
You should have been downtown.
Hi, everyone. This is delightful. Oh, my goodness. It's so good to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Black NewsBeat HBG. This is our last episode of the year. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So we have some stats for you. Okay, so we've had 25 shows. I think this is 26. Can you believe that? Really? Yeah, because we have like specials and some other things. Okay, and then so when you want to hear a funny joke, I'm never on my mark. Ever. But anyway, so we've had 25 shows. I think this is 26. We've had over 50 guests. We've had over 13 artists and musical and visual artists. And we are looking forward to doing more in 2022. So we hope you'll take that ride with us. Very much excitement. Very much excitement. So welcome back to Black NewsBeat. It is always, as I always say, it's been a whirlwind 2 weeks. It's actually been a whirlwind year. How many people are tired of 2021? I'm sick of it. Omicron, go to hell. Delta, go to hell. Beta, Gamma, whoever, all of them can go to hell. COVID can just leave. But as we know, we'll talk about that a little bit tonight. Omicron is here, and it looks like it's trying to come celebrate Christmas with some people and New Year's. So stay safe out there, and we'll talk a little bit more about that tonight. We have a lot in store tonight. Of course, you know me. I'm Dr. K. Listen, don't talk about me no more. I stopped getting in trouble on the internet, all right? I stopped talking about people on the internet. I calmed down. Don't say, oh, somebody was like, did you know your nickname's the Slayer? I was like, excuse. First of all, I'm very nice, okay, in person. Maybe not on the internet, but I'm reformed, okay? I want to turn over a new leaf. 2022 is coming. Who called me a liar? Who was that? Somebody called me a liar. Okay, anyway. So I'm glad you guys are here. It is always beautiful to have people in the audience. It's always nice to just kind of celebrate and discuss. So I'm so happy. Thank you for coming. So take a moment, share the stream, okay? Every week somebody goes, I couldn't find the show and where to watch it. So do your friends a favor, share it. Hey, babe. Hey, did you guys know that's Bastier over there? Bastier Vincent, everyone. That is my beloved, and he is the producer / person who calms me down / other person who helps me make sure I don't go crazy. So he does multiple roles here at the Black NewsBeat. Share the stream, babe. Gib, did you share the stream? Always share the stream. Let's see who's out there. Ooh, we have, hello, gorgeous. Did you share the stream, Zoe? Ooh, we have Zoe here tonight. We have Nadina here tonight. Is that Patty Cam? Is that EILEEN? Did y'all share the stream? Did y'all do that? Okay. Thank you for figuring it out. Very nice. Yeah. So share that stream, as I always say. You know, you never know who's going to see it. I could become famous tomorrow, or I could be dragged to hell. You never know on the internet. You never know. So share that on your personal page. Share it in the groups. We have a ton of Harrisburg groups. Do you know we have over 50 Harrisburg groups with like similar names? It's Midtown Harrisburg. It's Harrisburg Midtown. It's Harrisburg Midtown 2021. It's Midtown Harrisburg 2022. It's Harrisburg, the Concerned Citizens Harrisburg, the citizens that were concerned last year of Harrisburg. There's 100 million different groups. So join them all. They all have little different vibes. So jump into those and learn a little bit about the city, learn a little bit about your neighbors. There's always something happening. So it's the last month of the year for B&B. We'll be taking a break in January. We'll be off. We'll be back for our one-year celebration and season 2 in February 22 for Black History Month. Very excited. Stay tuned for our January highlight show, and we'll be back in February to celebrate, and we want to see you here with us. So tonight we have some amazing guests. We want you to sit back, relax, talk back. Don't forget about that part. That's a very important part of the show. Talk back. If you have things you want to say, just be like, and then the other thing happened. Happens every show. It's totally fine. So let's get started. Let's see what's happening in Harrisburg. Let's sweep these streets, see what's going on. So the first thing that's happening in Harrisburg is so today's Tuesday, and usually the show's on Wednesday, and I attend city council meetings every single Tuesday, as many as I can, as long as I'm in town. And last week, it was spicy. Who lives in Harrisburg City? Anybody? Y'all need to go to these city council meetings. They get spicy. So last week, let me tell you what happened. Once upon a time, there was a man named Adam Mouse, and he has this building called the Atlas Building, and he's going through all these changes. He got a RAC-P grant for $2.5 million, but what was holding him up? City permits and city permissions. So he goes to city council to present his plan. They ask him for things, and then all of a sudden, they realize that they shouldn't probably even be meeting because his plan was already approved because it passed a 120-day period, and nobody could vote. And all hell broke loose in city council. People were like, why did the 120-day pass? What happened? And it was very rigorous and very, very spirited. We had folks from all over this. This is probably one of the bigger city council meetings I've seen in a while. There was like 40 or 50 people there. There's a lot of folks. So after a rigorous debate, we realized that there were some procedural things that happened that allowed this issue to slip through the cracks. So city council gave us, some spirited, rousing commentary, promising to make sure that we close the loop on some of our processes to make sure that our city council and our government actually is able to approve or disapprove plans in the interest of the city residents. So you guys should definitely go. It gets a little, like I said, it gets a little spicy, so you should definitely check it out. Next in Harrisburg, the mayor's inaugural ball is on January 3rd, and you should get your tickets now. The Black NewsBeat will be there. We'll be there as press. Look at us. And last but not least, the last thing I'll cover, because we have a lot to cover today. We have a lot of great guests. The last thing I'll cover is Miss Ebony Rogers of Ebony's Magic Brush. She had a real difficult last 10 days. So I think last Tuesday, actually a city council meeting, I met her there, and we started talking about how her house got condemned. So over the years, apparently her landlord had not been keeping up the house. There were all kinds of issues, and she called codes, and they came out and almost immediately condemned the house 9 days before Christmas. 9 days. So I want you to take a look at what was happening in her world and what she's been living with for a little while. If you could pull up that video, we wanted to see, just the kind of dire situation that she was in.
Really unfortunate that I've experienced this. And when I did a walkthrough, like I said, everything was painted white. And that's normally when you get to a property. everything was painted white. I was able to do a second walkthrough where they promised that they were going to have certain things done when I signed my lease. And it's like, why would you guys let me sign a lease online? We did this on an online type of way, and it's like, why would you guys let me come in, you know, put the keys in, because you see the lockbox is still on the door. It's like they didn't even meet me here to give me keys. They made me obtain them out of the lockbox. So it's like, why would you let me move in here if you know that the floor upstairs didn't get done? You know certain windows were not fixed. And then when I got here, there was no gas line at all to the property. For the downstairs issue, for the dining room, it leaks when it rains, all in the dining room by one section. The light fixture in the dining room, which is a light and a ceiling fan, it no longer operates correctly because of so much water damage in there. It's stalled, so we don't even touch that lighting anymore. The bathroom dropped urine, shower water for the entire duration of our stay, directly in the kitchen. The basement as well, the heating in the basement, as you can see, there were wires all over the place. And it's like, that alone right there is dangerous. I mean, suppose one of them wires catches on fire, whether they can put those wires, like no wires should be hanging down like that, period. The radiators in every room, some of them will get warm, some of them will only get warm on half the radiator, meaning the radiator is one long radiator and only half of that side will get warm. The other side will be completely freezing cold. The heat itself, you have to spike it up to like 86 in order for it to even jump in. I know the water feeder in the basement, I've had to manually do that. When you get to the bathroom, the ceiling leaks from the roof all down through the shower. The panels are down through the shower. The toilet's not positioned, and you're sitting on the toilet and you're literally wiggling. I mean, when you get up, the toilet like basically walks out the bathroom with you because it comes right up off the ground with you. Every bedroom, it leaks minus one bedroom. The other bedrooms all leak directly from the ceiling, directly from the roof. When you get to the third floor, in my kids' room, they no longer sleep up there in the one particular bedroom. The ceiling has holes where the walls are coming down. It's like black mold trickling down some water. So you can physically see water damage in like every room that you can walk in besides the one bedroom.
So, as you all know, this is not a new problem in the area. We know that, and if you saw the news article, if not, we'll put it in the comment section of the video, of our live, so that you could see this is not a new problem. And Ebony, just a little backstory on her. She's one of the young women. She has her own business, Ebony's Magic Brush. She does face painting and other different arts and crafts all around the city for children. For adults, she actually helped out young professionals of color and the city in the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2020, when the pandemic hit, by providing arts and crafts for school-age children when the schools closed for the first time. So she did that for 2 weeks, and she's always giving of her heart. Even in the midst of this tragedy, she has been delivering Toys for Tots. She's been delivering meals, even in the midst of everything she's going on. I've been in contact with her constantly. So last week, we started a fundraiser for her to get some respite. She is currently in a temporary housing situation and looking for something more permanent. So we started our goal at $5,000. Does anybody know how much we've collected so far? How much? Somebody said? Okay, who else?
Last I checked was earlier today.
Do you know how much it is now? I'm excited to report. Do you know how much it is now? $22,000. Yeah. So we are really hoping that this can bless Ebony for the holidays. They've been displaced. You know, she's had to explain to her kids why Christmas is a little different this year. Another fact about Ebony is that she adopted her sister's 3 children when her sister was going through a difficult time. So she's an amazing human who deserves, we cheer her, we love her. Actually, someone reached out and a couple of us and was like, hey, what can we do for Ebony? So it's not just one person, right? It's a community effort behind the whole thing because of what an amazing person she is. So we love you, Ebony. We are rooting for you, and we're hoping that you'll get your first house of your own soon. So I'd like to close out my first part, my Harrisburg, as Harrisburg Revolves segment by saying, get involved. Things like this need your attention. One of the things that Ebony's doing through her pain and through her hurt is she's spreading awareness about these issues, right? She showed up at City Council last Tuesday. We've been calling to different city and state offices just to make sure that we avail ourselves of every single thing for her that she may need. And she's doing an amazing job herself. So you get involved too, right? Whether you live in Harrisburg City or not, whether you work in Harrisburg City or live outside the city, get involved. Help someone. Someone needs your shoulders to lean on. You may need somebody else, but it all depends on how we choose to get involved in the city that, this is the capital city, right? This is Star City. So we want to make it as awesome as possible. We want to make it so that people don't want to leave, right? So get in there, go to city council, get involved with certain organizations. There's so many organizations that need your help, so many different city committees and boards that you need to keep your eyes on, okay? Especially as this new mayoral administration comes in. Okay, so I also like to go into further news. So does anybody know Scott Perry? So we don't like that guy. And my constant question is, when is he going to resign? Yeah. So the hubris of him is that he never will. So let's just, kill that surprise. So recently, he declined to meet with the January 6th committee of our federal government when they requested to speak with him. Fishy, eh? He's the rep currently for Dauphin and parts of Cumberland and York counties. Did y'all know that? That's your representative. That's your House of Rep. Did y'all know that? What does it mean for us? That is our rep here in Harrisburg, and he actively supported the insurrection, demonstrably. And this move seems like he has something to hide. So will he be subpoenaed? Most of the community that I've been, kind of like researching and looking, they are sure that he should resign. They really want him to. However, it may mean some more political unrest. So if he declines to come and then the J6 committee has to subpoena him, that might really blow our political issues even more wide open in the country and in the state. So keep your eyes on that. There's a lot going on. I have been trolling him for the better part of 2 years with resign gifts. Now, do y'all say GIF or GIF? Which one? Let's take a poll. GIF? GIF. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm saying it at least right for this audience. Great. I've been trolling him for probably 2 or 3 years with resign gifts. We absolutely can find someone better to fill that spot who will serve all Pennsylvanians and will stand up for what's true and right. So, hey, Scott Perry, how you doing? Do you think that you might want to, either serve Pennsylvanians or move on? Just let us know, okay? Thank you so much. Okay. The next story that I wanted to cover is interesting because it goes into Florida, and it goes to healthcare in this country and some other issues that are always going on, but this one I just found wild. So baby Bennett, his name is, he's so cute. Okay, there he is. Came 2 months early and was in the NICU for 2 months. He's in Orlando, Florida. While he's a healthy and thriving baby boy today, his stay cost over, let's see if y'all can guess. How much y'all think his stay for 2 months in the NICU cost? How many? That's correct, $550,000. The family was offered a payment plan. Isn't that nice? Yeah, Guess how much the payment plan was? Oh, that's nice of you. A little higher. Nope, higher than that. The family was offered a payment plan of $45,000 a month. $45,000? That's a Tesla Series 3. What? That's a Lexus. That is so what other kind of cars y'all like? It's at least 12 different types of luxury cars over the course of a year that this family would have to be paying. So healthcare costs are on the rise everywhere, but that seems to be not just on the rise, but so astronomically unaffordable that it's another signal that this is how families either get into poverty or stay into poverty, especially Black and brown families who are already not treated fairly by the medical system and who are already facing economic issues as they try to do what everyone else does, start families, buy homes, live, work. So helping a baby live, because pro-life, right? Because we're always talking about what is pro-life and how we've got to save the children, should not cost $550,000 for 2 months, that's first. And second, shouldn't put a family in debt to the tune of $45,000 a month or 12 Tesla Series 3s. Last but not least, in PA news, so did y'all hear that?
Kendra Peterson.
Oh, hello, Kendra. but I can't talk to you right now. Sorry. So you guys heard that the Omicron variant is here in PA. They found at least 6 cases in Pittsburgh. Now, the Omicron variant is important because it spreads extremely fast. So even though they're not detecting it, because we're not testing at the highest rates, it is most likely here and affecting people who are unvaccinated. Now, 70% of Pennsylvanians are vaccinated, but 30% are not vaccinated, and they account for more than 95% of the new and severe cases. Now, the thing about it is not necessarily vaccination or not vaccination. It's about a coordinated approach. And currently, President Joe Biden has been criticized because he is not... Kendra, I can't answer the phone. He's been criticized because he is only taking a vaccine or nothing approach versus doing comprehensive masking education and doing testing. So what we want to emphasize here is it's not necessarily just about vaccination or not vaccination, because as we know, folks who are vaccinated are also still getting the coronavirus. So it's not just that, right? It is also about a comprehensive approach, wearing our masks, making sure that we test if we're going to be in groups of people that we don't know their status, and overall, generally being healthy this season, right? Because we're traveling for the holidays, we're going to bring various things, not just coronavirus, but we're going to bring various things back to the state. There's RSV, there's the flu, there's a ton of things happening. So be safe out there, and we don't need a repeat of 2020, even though it seems like it's going that way. And what happened under the former administration? That's why there are close to 1 million deaths from this virus in the U.S. right now, far surpassing other nations that are comparable to us in size. So please be safe, okay? Now on to one of my favorite segments, movies and melanin. I'm still watching holiday movies. I've been watching them since October the 31st, maybe a little sooner. And here's what I'm watching. Christmas movies with a strong Black lead. We covered this last time, but Prime is really coming through. Who got Amazon Prime? I love Amazon Prime, especially this year, because they have at least 1 million billion Black Christmas and holiday movies. So I'll tell you a couple of my favorites. First one, Snowbound for Christmas. Prime with Sarah Darnell Martin. This is just a really cute movie about a couple that gets stranded at a hotel, and it snows, and they fall in love. It's so simple, and I love it. Second, Jenkins Family Christmas. This is Prime by way of BET. Isn't that a nice, strong Black name? Jenkins Family Christmas. I really like that. So this starts off just as you expect, drama, and more drama. It's delightful. I love every second, okay? They find out some interesting information about the dad, who was a pastor, so you would expect him to be, angelic, and it ain't so. So we found out some interesting things, but the movie ends beautifully, and it's all about family love, and it's all about Black love. Beautiful. Say what's that? Of course he has hidden kids. That is exactly what happened. Very good job. One Crazy Christmas with Tammy Townsend. Now, y'all might not know Tammy's name, but Tammy Townsend is in like a million things. She was in Queen Sugar. She's been in like 5 Christmas movies I watched, but that one starts out wild too. So she is, turning a woman of a certain age, and she has a fling. And the next thing you know, unbeknownst to her, the fling shows up at her house for the holidays. What is he doing here? So you got to watch that, figure out what happens. That's very interesting. And my favorite ones so far are ones that are based on a true story. So Hallmark really has been also stepping up and putting their stuff on Prime. My One Christmas Wish, it stars Amber Riley. She's awesome. And first of all, she can sing. Second of all, she really is a delightful actress. And she stars in a movie based on a young woman who had a really troubled past, who tries to help some other teen girls as she tries to figure herself out. She's a psychology major. And it's a Hallmark movie, so I'm not saying that it's like, right, it's fantasy, but it takes you away to a beautiful place where you can enjoy yourself for an hour and a half. I highly suggest these movies. Please go watch them. And by the way, most of these are free on Prime until December 31st. So please watch, kick up your feet, get a cup of cocoa or tea or, a shot of vodka, whatever you want. Go ahead and do that, a little something if you do a little something else, whatever you want to do. And enjoy a Christmas movie, okay? Or a holiday movie. There's also other holiday movies. My personal favorite is Christmas. My last but not least segment for the first part of the show is the YPOC upcoming events. Well, Guess what? We have no upcoming events until February. We're also taking a break, but we want to tell you about our holiday party. We had a delightful time on Saturday. Did we not have a delightful time? Yeah. It's been 2 years since we've had a holiday party in the house. And just seeing everybody's faces, seeing everybody acting crazy, seeing everybody just having a good time was something that I think I missed more than I knew and more than I think I was willing to admit before. And I was so nervous. So were the rest, anybody, all of us who were planning, because we didn't know what to expect. Were people gonna come? Were people gonna say they're coming, not show up? But people were there, and dare I say, Black folks were on time. It was delightful. It was amazing. And they stayed and partied all night. Our wonderful DJ, Layro. Lay is, first of all, I just want to shout out Lay. Layro stepped into this, the Black NewsBeat, at a time when I really needed someone to help me figure out how the show is supposed to go and what it's supposed to look like. So I just want to shout her out. She's been very steady, here with us once a month. Always come see her. She's amazing. And I just want to say thank you to you for a wonderful last half of 2021 and being here with us. Thank you very much. And I think the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is we got our totals for our Giving Tuesday, and we raised $1,015 plus matching just on Facebook, and then we got several other donations offline as well, so we totaled about $3,000 on Giving Tuesday. So we thank the community, and we thank everyone who gave to our efforts. And last but not least, I just want to read you a little something I wrote about the holiday party and about the future of YPOC. So I spend most of my time trying to gauge the relevance of YPOC in the community and whether or not we still need it in Harrisburg, especially during these COVID times. And last night was proof that there's still a huge need. People were so eager to get together safely. Side note, vaccines work. And we were so eager to spend time with each other and celebrate this wild-ass year we just had. COVID has been so brutal. It's affected the way our organization operates and many of yours that you're involved in, and your businesses, and how we can interact with each other. But then Saturday night happened. I was so surprised to see how much delight and joy filled the house once again. It was one of the most beautiful and wondrous evenings we've had at the house in almost 2 years. People are seeking community for real. When the original YPOC board and I wrote the mission statement for YPOC 5 years ago, I would never imagine it would blossom into all of this. The Young Professionals of Color Greater Harrisburg has truly been on the journey of creating community for the Black and Brown Professional Collective for the last 5.5 years. Thank you to everyone who made last night and the last 5.5 years possible. We have an amazing community, and I'm looking forward to all we're going to do in 2022. And as I always say, we need you, we need you, we need you. Anybody a member of the YPOC here this evening? Oh, there's Rob. Oh, there's Basir. Oh, there's a couple people. Oh, okay. Better than usual. So we need you. Become a member, join a committee, or even join the board. We want to carry Young Professionals of Color Greater Harrisburg on into the future and beyond. And we need to see your faces there. Well, all right. We made it through the first segment. Very excited about that. So sit back, relax. We're going to have our first guest up. We're going to have Miss EILEEN CRUMMEL and Representative Patty Kim coming up right away. Be right back.
Calling all members of the Greater Harrisburg community. We need you. We would love for you to join the YPOC and become a part of our leadership team. Would you like to join our board and get great perks and access in the community? Think about it and let us know. We'd love for you to contact us as soon as possible if you are ready. You can email us at info@ypoc-hbg.org. calling all members of the greater Harrisburg community. We need you. We would love for you to join the YPOC and become a part of our leadership team. Would you like to join our board and get great perks and access in the community? Think about it and let us know. We'd love for you to contact us as soon as possible if you are ready. You can email us at info@ypoc-hbg.org.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited to introduce our first guest. This is amazing. So these beautiful persons are going to come talk to us today about the Central PA MLK Day of Service. Miss EILEEN, CRUMMEL, and Rep. Patty Kim. Come on in. Oh my goodness, you guys look amazing. Mwah, mwah. Hello. Mwah. Very nice. Oh, you guys are so wonderful. Thank you guys for coming. Okay, so first let's tell the audience how this was not happening yesterday. Shout out to Jen. Jen Beansdorfer was like, hey, I wanted to coordinate getting the committee on the show. And I said, okay, well, can they come tomorrow? She's like, well, let me get them. And then you said yes, and then you said yes. Oh my goodness. So how are you guys doing?
Good. I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad it worked out.
Right? It worked out really well.
That was good.
Congratulations on all these 25 shows.
Thank you. Thank you.
Information. I'm so sorry for not watching the live stream.
That's okay. It's their fault. I keep telling them. I tell them it's their fault. Yeah. Oh my goodness. First of all, she's a bit of a celebrity. So
Yes.
for her being like, congratulations, it's like so amazing. Like, it's just so sweet. Thank you very much for that. So you're here today to talk about the Central PA MLK Day of Service. So tell us a little, I do know one fact, that you guys are celebrating your 13th year.
Yes.
Wow.
13th year. I can't believe it myself because
Wow.
when I started, it was 2016.
Yes.
Prior to that, I was just like a volunteer. Testing. So
There we go.
prior to that, I was just a volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
And the co-chair had sent out an invite asking, hey, would you be interested in joining the committee? He didn't tell me that Patty Kim was the chair. And I'm
Right?
like, wait, I gotta find an outfit. I can't
just walk up in there like that. First of all, because she be dressing. That's first.
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, wow, okay, all right. I feel intimidated, but I was so happy it was Patty. And now I'm like, she's well known in the community.
Mm-hmm.
She does so many things. So it was encouraging.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So how did you come to be the chair of the committee?
I went once. I read in the paper, go not make it a day off, but to make a day on. I was feeling guilty that day. And so I said, I'm going to go to the program on Derry Street. They need help vacuuming. And I did that, and I met people I never would have met before, a lot of West Shore folks. And at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I did something positive, something in honor of Dr. King, and then I was hooked, and then they asked me to be chair, and I said, absolutely. So
That is wonderful.
this is something that we're really proud to be on, and working really hard for January 17th.
Yes.
We're going to have Dr. King's Day. EILEEN, want to talk about the theme this year? We have a different theme every year.
Yes, every year we have a different theme, and this year's theme is homeless and health. So with COVID and everything going on, we have a variety of activities. Some will be virtual, some will be on site. We're working with like Hamilton Health Center. They are going to have like a vaccine clinic to encourage families ages 5 and up to come get vaccinated. They'll have giveaways,
Wonderful.
prizes, just to get like the family to come and get vaccinated.
Absolutely.
We have other projects on the website. If you go to centralpa.org, you'll see projects about cleanup. I think I saw Hurston Manor. We have about 15 projects. I was like, oh, yay, they're on there. Is it period packs
doing
that
period
are
packs.
needed, cleanups for church. Some of the conversations will be like virtual. So just different ways of being involved in the community and just a day on, making it a day on.
Yes,
My favorite is
absolutely.
seeing the children volunteers. Like some come in, you can just tell by their face they just want to be there,
Yes.
meet a new friend, maybe be involved in maybe someone you've never met before. So
And there's something different about serving together, right?
Yes.
When you're doing something in community, it's just something wonderful and magical about it.
yes.
So I wanted to share a quick story what MLK Day means to some folks during the Trump era, the dark days.
The dark days.
The dark days. There was a lot of anti-immigration rhetoric, just a lot of
Yes.
people of color feeling like they were being attacked. And so 2000, maybe 17, we had our signature site at a mosque. Open up a mosque
yes.
and have people come in
Yes.
and realize that it's not scary,
Absolutely.
that it's, you know, good people there, meeting the congregants there, and we even had families from the West Shore being like, you know what, I was afraid to go, but I realized it's not scary.
That's right.
And again, bringing people that we don't normally meet with, and that's how we break down barriers. That's how we
That's
break
right.
down stereotypes when we all come together for a good cause. And so
Absolutely.
we so appreciate you allowing us to talk a little bit about
Oh
it.
my
Yes.
goodness, absolutely. So what's a typical, so you're telling me there are over 15 events. So how many
Yes.
organizations are typically joining together for this Central
wow.
PA effort?
There are some range from we'll have like Lancaster projects on there, York, of course Harrisburg
Wow.
City. I saw one just before we got on stage, Capitol Writing, like the
Yes.
horse, they'll say, hey, we need people to come and clean the barn or whichever. But I like that it brings people together. You may do something that you probably didn't think of as an activity, or meet someone you never had in conversation. Or me and Patty were talking, we're saying the contacts, just the building
Yes.
of contacts. I think when Jessica reached out to you, she knew you, and I'm like, yeah, I know Kimeka.
Right.
Like, wait a minute. I
We were like,
I just
what?
talked to her about
Worlds colliding,
Yes,
right?
yes. I'm like, I just talked to her about Ebony.
Yep,
So, and actually, that's how we met Ebony. She did 2 events
Yes.
She's
for
so
us.
awesome. She's so awesome.
Yes.
She really is awesome.
Very. And I just watching the story, I'm like, she's going through all this, but still.
And our theme is affordable
participating.
housing,
Yes.
affordable housing.
Yes.
And, you know, we try to tackle it, whether it be from a living wage and making sure people get to, you know, get paid so that they can pay rent and not get abused and
Yes.
taken advantage
Absolutely.
of. And
Yes.
Ebony's like I hate to say
I
it,
know
but
what
she
you
was
mean.
like the perfect person to bring out this message
Oh,
because she
she
has so
was.
much
Yes.
credibility.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves her, and to have her speak, everyone's going to listen and bring awareness to
Yes.
this.
And so many people have been contacting her and telling her their stories too.
Yes.
Especially, and we'll see it soon coming up in the news, especially people who lived in that house before and
Before.
had the same problem.
And they're still continuing.
Wild that we don't have mechanisms yet, and I'm hoping as a city, a county, a region, that we will develop mechanisms so that people don't get taken advantage of
Yes.
by landlords who do not live anywhere close to the area.
It's okay.
Terrible.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to tell us before we take a little break?
One project that I'm really excited for is by Why Not Prosper. Reverend Michelle Simmons has housing facilities for formerly incarcerated women. She's bringing it to Harrisburg.
Wonderful.
And she would love help in painting some of it's a big building on South 13th
Yes.
Street.
Okay, yes.
We could
Oh,
just
did she get that building?
She got the building.
That's a great building for that. Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
she's going to need some help with maybe some paint
Yes.
jobs,
Yes.
and we can help have women live in good housing,
Yes.
good stable housing, and help them get back on their feet. So I'm really excited for that project.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. Thank you for telling us about that. And if people want to get involved in Central PA MLK Day of Service, how can they do that?
You can visit the website, follow us on Instagram. We're at Central PA MLK Day. We just kind of put our theme out there, and then at the bottom scroll it says click how you can volunteer for the day. So we try and make it a day on,
Yes.
not a day off.
Not a day on. Well, we always play a little game at the end of the show. Want to come back and hang out with us for a bit? Is that
Sure
cool?
thing.
Well, we'll be right back. Thank you guys so much. And we'll be right back with our next guest.
Calling all members of the greater Harrisburg community. We need you. We would love for you to join the YPOC and become a part of our leadership team. Would you like to join our board and get great perks and access in the community? Think about it and let us know. We'd love for you to contact us as soon as possible if you are ready. You can email us at info@ypoc-hbg.org.
Well, we're back. I didn't ask y'all. Do y'all like my dress? Yes. So I decided to wear my New Year's Eve outfit tonight since y'all would not see me for New Year's or Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Kwanzaa's coming up, Advent, Festivus for the rest of us. Hanukkah was passed. So all of the December holidays. So my next guest, is Zoe Thomas. Zoe's an author, poet, influencer, and originator of the Friday Pair, who touches thousands of people through their work. Zoe has deep connections to Harrisburg area and has done so much work in this community. Zoe Thomas, or Zoe the Motor Scooter, can be found on TikTok, blessing fans each week with truth and genuine motivation. Welcome, Zoe Thomas. Hi. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you just, I'm so excited.
I missed you.
I'm so excited. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
We're here. We got audience. Okay, so this is Zoe. Well, I heard that you came in town early just for the show. Is that true?
So I was going to get here tomorrow, but someone decided to tell me that I need to be on this show. So So we moved the flight, and I got here about 4:30 p.m. today, and we're here.
And came off right over.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's so amazing. So first of all, you're TikTok famous. Did you know that? Yes. TikTok famous. She knows. Okay. So you're TikTok famous, and you are TikTok famous, one, because your voice is so powerful. So I want to talk about that voice. How did you develop this powerful, just piercing into people's deep soul kind of, not just voice like the timbre of your voice, but your message, like it cuts in there and it blesses everyone. How'd you do that?
Well, I'll tell you first how we even got to the TikTok. Last year, I have about 50,000 followers now, and
growing quickly.
Thank you. So as of today, we're about 49,000. So hopefully we'll get 50,000 for the end of the year.
Yeah.
I had this really devastating friend breakup. And I had just got out of the military. I got out in 2019. I served 7 years. I was stationed in New Mexico. It's an awful place. Don't look it up. So I was going through like this huge thing, and I was transitioning at the time, being a trans creator, being a black trans creator, a black queer trans creator, living at those intersections. You have to figure out either you deal with those things or they'll deal with you. So I decided to just deal with those things. So I had this awful friendship breakup, and this is my best friend, and I think we don't talk about friend breakups enough.
We don't.
Because those things are devastating.
They're extremely.
And it was devastating. And I live in Arizona now. And for 2 weeks, everyone's trying to figure out, where is Zoe? I'm not answering the phone. Yeah. I'm not talking to anyone. And I'm really good at faking it. I'm really good at faking, which I call rehearsing for when joy comes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole different thing, though. I don't believe in faking it. We're just rehearsing.
Come on.
But anyway, so I was in bed one day, and I was curled up, middle of the day, and I heard this voice say to me, I called my mother. My mother's in the audience, she can tell you this. I heard this voice say to me, "Are you going to lay here and die?" And I was like, what the fuck? Because, you think sometimes, I was raised in the church, and sometimes you go, Lord, is it you calling?
Absolutely.
Is it you, Lord? So I was like, nah, that's nothing. So I thought, it was a little, up, up, up. It's a recreational state. Get with it, Pennsylvania. So I thought I was up, all the way up. So I was like, no, it's too early in the day. No, I didn't smoke that much. So I heard the voice again, are you going to lay here and die? And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, there's something I can do. I can heal in front of a lot of people. And I wanted to make my message because people are different religions, and I love that. Oh my God, I love that. I love the devotion of a Muslim. I love the peaceful foundation of a Buddhist. I love the color and intricacy of a Rastafarian. Let me not get into it, I'm not gonna preach. But essentially what I'm saying is, I wanted to make something that was for everybody. Because, you know, also being a part of intersections, I also remember not being allowed to cross the street. Being a Christian, you know, before I came out, you know, being a cisgender person, oh my God. Imagine being trans now, it's like, oh my God, what the hell is this about? What an awful experience. It's just, I had to figure out a way to get everybody, and it's so easy to go on social media and lose your confidence.
Yes, it is.
It's so easy to go on social media and find something that's dark. And you can scroll through and just lose your confidence. Someone can say something about you. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build a platform on 3 things. In my presence, you have to love yourself. You have a choice for being. I don't do that. I don't do that pity party stuff. I'm about to say we do a one-day thing. You get one day. Tomorrow we have things to do.
Period.
Okay, we have things to do.
That's right. Period.
So I wanted to make sure that this is for everybody. And you have to love yourself with me. The second thing is that you will heal here. There is no point being in my presence if you're not trying to heal. I don't care if you want to do it on purpose or subconsciously, you have to heal here. And the third thing is, you have no choice but to acknowledge the divine essence that is you. I don't believe that any kind of being would create mankind to just keep staring at the stars. Because the same things that make the universe, the same things that gives us sunlight, the same things that we worship as the moon, the same things that we write about, it's the same things that we're made out of. And that's a flex, man, when you can tell somebody that your entire existence is a flex. That's what it is.
Yes.
Like, what's your power? Me?
Yes.
Being
your
me?
entire
My entire existence is a flex.
Is a flex, yes.
And your existence is a flex. And the easiest thing I can do is, and I pass this around, there are 2 things you can do for free, and that cost you nothing. You can smile, and you can love somebody. And if those are the best things, those are the easiest things, those are the freest things, why not give those things away for free?
Yes.
So it's easier to just love somebody. It's easier to go into a mosque and observe your customs, because I'm in your place too. Yes. I can go to a synagogue, and I can also worship the same way you do. I can go to an event that is for cisgender women, and I can also participate in that too. I can go to an indigenous function. But you know why? Because if your existence is a flex and mine is a flex, let's flex together then.
Yes, let's do it.
It's networking across, not up. So that's what I do.
Right. You better come on here and preach all the things tonight.
I need to.
I love it. So I want to go back to something you said about friendship breakups, because I had a whole series of things I want to talk about, but that one stuck with me. And I think you were right. I think that people do not talk about friendship breakups enough. My first one was after I had graduated, I think, from undergrad, and my best friend found someone, and I didn't have anyone, and she said to me, well, he's my best friend now.
Right.
And I must have died for like 5 years continuously because I didn't know how to deal with it. So for people, especially for Black and brown folks, I think there are a lot of feelings and other things we just don't address. Like we shouldn't be feeling it, you know? Like we kind of push it to the side. You gotta be strong. So what? They don't like you anymore. Oh, if you don't have haters, you know, the whole thing we do. So if you had some advice for people who are going through friend breakups that, you know, are hurting and are trying to put on that tough exterior in order to get through, what would you tell them?
First, I would tell you to go follow me on social media.
Yes, that's the first one.
So the Motor Scooter at TikTok and Instagram. I'd also tell you to go buy my book on Amazon, The Collection of Colors. Absolutely. Follow me. So then secondly, what I would tell you is...
And no, the following is the important part, because if you need somebody to talk you through it that is not even physically there, just go watch a couple of the videos. We're going to talk you through that. We're going to talk you through it. And we're going to get to the Friday prayer because I want to know all about that. Mm-hmm.
So what I would tell you during a friend breakup is, so there are two things, and this goes for everything. And I learned this particularly in a friend breakup because I had this aftermath of being, forgive my language, my mother hates this word, bitchy. Yeah, you heard that. And I was angry. So the first thing I had to do was realize, what did I do to contribute to any of this? If any of your healing does not have accountability at the beginning or the end or the middle, a quarter way through, somewhere through, accountability for self, you're not doing it right. So after I dealt with accountability, there were two things I came to. Mm-hmm. So the first thing is the power of the slingshot. Now, how many of y'all were raised in the church and know the story of David and Goliath, right?
Yep.
Right? Now the story goes how we were taught in church. Good old Shiloh days. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. You go out, and David had to fight this Philistine giant. And he didn't have a sword or a shield. He was a boy, a shepherd boy.
Hallelujah.
And the pastors always talk about the rock, how he picked up the rock and slew that giant. I have another idea. What if the center of that story was, it's not in what's being shot, it's in the pullback? Because it doesn't matter what you're shooting. If you can't pull it back right, it's not going to work. So what does that mean? It's about weaponizing what you've been through against what you're going through. One more time. The power's in the pullback, because the best of you was back there.
Yeah.
The best of you was healing. The best of you was ramen noodles in the Wonder Bread.
Come on now.
Because the best of you knew how to hustle. The best of you knew how to get something. The best of you grew from pain. We don't live there. The second thing was the mountain test. Now pay attention to me very carefully, okay? If you get to a mountain and you speak to it and it moves, make it an affirmation. If you get to the mountain and you bulldoze it, turn it to dust, keep the keys. If you get to the mountain and you climb it, take a picture at the top so you can enjoy the view. Do you know why? Because eventually you're going to meet a mountain again. And maybe you're going to meet that breakup. Or maybe you're going to meet childhood trauma. Or maybe you're going to address the mother wound or the father wound. Or maybe you're just going to deal with self, just self. Like, damn, girl, what's going on with you? Because when you get there, know that you can speak to it, bulldoze it, or climb it.
Yes.
Because we have options. A breakup's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. That's all I got.
So I'm going to ask you to do something. I mean, I'm sure you're prepared, but we did not talk about this. But I would like you to do the Friday prayer on a Tuesday. For me personally, I mean, not really for everybody, but me personally, because it has touched me. I'm telling you, there are days that I just have it. You know how TikTok will play it 10 times for you in a row and you ain't got to touch it? I'll just sit there and I'm like, it's time for the Friday prayer. And I'll get down by my chair like this and be like, it's time. And pray. So I would like, as I'm sitting here, it's time for the Tuesday prayer, Friday prayer on a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, and I did not forget. It's time for the Tuesday prayer.
Amen.
May your melanin pop severely. May your check be correct so you don't break no necks. May your stimmy make you shimmy. May your kush make you gush. May your liquor make you quicker. May you always come as you go. And a special shout out for those that keep on keeping on. It doesn't matter how you get there. You can walk, you can run, You can roll. You just have to keep going. And remember something. I love you. Amen.
And
Ashe.
Ashe.
Have a wonderful day.
That's the post! Oh, you're amazing. Zoe Thomas, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. We'll be right back with our next guest. You're amazing.
Are you looking to broaden your skills in digital media creation? Are you looking to be a part of a great team? Well, we need you. The Black NewsBeat will be trying to fill various positions to help make our show a great success. We'll be looking for tech assistants to help on set. We'll be looking for writers to help write the show every single episode. Also need digital media assistants. Absolutely need some live audience coordinator. We'd love to open up these opportunities to high school and college students. We'd love for you to intern with us and learn more about the business and get your feet wet with a great company at Open Stage. So if you're interested, please let us know. We'll be taking applications via email. You can email us at Kimeka@kimeka.org. That's KIMEKA @KIMEKA.org. Hope to see you on the set soon.
Well. So, it has been I don't know, did you guys enjoy that last segment? Because I am refreshed. I am just feeling very much like I can take on just about anything right now. So, we have another guest though, okay? So, this guest, near and dear to my heart person, has been a figure in our community for a very long time. Specializing in grooming, mainly aesthetics and barbering, cutting hair, body waxing. You may have seen some of his shenanigans on the internet. And body facials. There's plenty of people in my field, but being a male esthetician is something very rare in the city of Harrisburg. Please join my personal barber and friend, Mr. TYE'R Jerome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you know, this is going to just be a conversation with my friend.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
I'm great. I can't complain. I feel blessed and highly favored being up here. I appreciate that.
Amen. Of course. Listen, so I invited you because, as you are well aware, I've been watching your growth over the last almost 10 years.
Almost 10. It'll be
2022 is going to be 10, I think.
Yep, it'll be 10 on February 2nd.
Yes,
February 2nd.
Yes. So you've been cutting my hair and Basir's hair for almost
Basir
a
over there.
decade, which is wild
Yup.
to me. So when I first met you, you were at Gifted Hands.
Shout out to Mike Payne.
Shout out to Mike, who is one of the nicest persons as well.
I love Mike to death.
I know, and they're on 3rd Street, and very interesting area, right? So
Very interesting area.
it's got a pawn shop on the block. It's got urban
Pawn
snob.
shop, urban
Got a lot going
snob,
on.
the barber shop,
Keystone, yes,
home of the hero,
yes. District now,
the district,
and the Boost Mobile spot across the street. Catchy for hair.
Boost Mobile.
So it's that block and a half right there. A lot of black-owned businesses.
A lot of black-owned
Yeah.
business. Shout out to us.
Right. And you then moved up, way up.
Way up.
Way up.
Faded Precision Barbershop. Shout out to Tyshawn, Black, Triz, everyone out there. If I forgot your name, I apologize.
And then you, I'm following all the moves. Then you went to the Brisbane Eye building.
No, it was actually
Where'd you go in
the
between?
Morris Tower building, right around the corner, right across the street from the train station.
Yes.
Morris Tower. That is
there's Morris Tower, not Brisbane Eye,
Morris
yes.
Tower.
Mhm.
That is actually a senior citizen.
Yes.
You have to be, I believe,
55
or 60 to live in there.
to get in there.
And I put it to you like that. I was there for maybe 6 months, but those are some of the most fun 6 months I ever had in my life. I lie to you not. Just being able to interact with the patrons and the residents in
Yes.
there, it was amazing.
Yes.
There was this one resident that I have. I'll never forget about her because, unfortunately, she had to be removed from the building.
Oh,
but,
no.
Ooh, she said some crazy things in there, some crazy. But she was so sweet. She didn't mean any harm.
Yeah.
She might have just been
you know.
Excuse me, Sanders, but she might just been off her meds
A little bit, yeah, probably. But I'm talking about those moves because you have arrived. Where are you now?
Right now, currently, I am at 2831 Pembroke Avenue. And for those who don't know what 2831 Pembroke Avenue is, that is the Spontaneous by TYE'R Jarrell Studios. Shout out to my guy Manny in the back. That's my brother right there. I love him to death, man. But anyway, he's actually one of the people that pushed me to do it. I provide everything from cutting hair, your hair, Bossier's hair, so male and female. I do body facials.
You do shampoos?
Body facials, facials.
Booty facials?
Booty. I knew you were going to think of
yes,
that.
you did. You know,
yes, yes, the booty facial. You know what?
So tell me, so before we get to the booty facials,
okay.
I also know, because we got a lot of them. But, and the reason why I think it's so important is because it's spontaneous by Jarrell, but it's this sense of luxury that I think is missing. And I think that's something that you provide that, we talk about the booty facials, we kiki about it, but it's this sense of luxury and this sense of pampering that I think is missing from a lot of different services. So how did you even come up with some of this stuff? And
I give a lot of my inspiration to social media, like Zoe said, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just being a social media hoarder, because I'm not gonna lie, I hoard to social media when I'm bored. Might be between the haircut. Most people leave the shop. No, I kick my chair back and get on social media and
do
look
research.
And do research. Yes, free research, free promotion. What else? It actually comes from just not feeling wanted. And what I mean by not feeling wanted, like I said, I was a male esthetician. When I first started, there weren't many male estheticians in the area. And now I know maybe about 2 or 3, and I commend them. Some of them I came up in school with. Some of them were after me, and you know what? I love that. At first, I used to think about it. People always want to give you with the negative. They want to be like you. Da, da, da. I'm flattered by it. I want you to be like me. I want to feel inspired. But it's more so I got bored with cutting hair for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you said it for like 3 years. You're like, I'm not going to do this. I'm getting out of this game. I'm like, no, you're not. What else are you going to do?
And I actually can't get away from it if I try, because what am I going to do? No disrespect to anyone that works a normal job. What am I going to do? Go sit there and be bored on the phone with somebody?
Right, go sit at a desk job? Never.
Because I know I have given a couple people a run for their money just being frustrated on the job, and then you got to go call about a bill or it won't come through. So I don't think I can do
That's not your thing. Yeah.
Nah.
And you have a gift though. And the other thing that I think you downplay is you're not just a social media hoarder or just doing like this kind of light research. You go to shows.
Oh, I love going to shows.
Yeah, like you go and experience different things in different places.
That actually came from, a lot of people don't know, but I've been doing this since I was about 14, 15.
How old are you now?
I'll be 30 in July.
No, you will not.
Yes, I got my ID in my back pocket.
Oh my God.
July 8, 1992.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm the original 90s baby.
Wow.
But anyway, it started out because I went to they're trying to bring it back now. It was CTA, William Penn. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. Matter of fact, Miss Acapella right here, we were classmates. I used to get on Miss Acapella's nerves in school. But that's where it started out as. Sam at George, a lot of people don't know. It was started out as Divine Crown, but it is now as Pennsylvania Barber and Beauty Academy. I might have said it backwards, but shout out to Ani, Kyle, Miss George, and all of them. I was the only boy in my classroom, in the cosmetology classroom.
Really?
So you could only imagine a 14-year-old TYE'R, excuse my language, horny 14-year-old TYE'R.
With a whole bunch of ladies.
With a whole bunch of females. So I actually didn't think it would be this far because, mind you, I was only cutting hair. I was focusing on cutting hair. I knew how to wax eyebrows. I knew how to give facials, but I didn't really focus on that because I just wanted to be Harrisburg's best barber.
That's right.
I was 17, coming out of high school, working at Mike Payne's barbershop. I felt like I had a point to prove. So once I proved that point, it was like, what am I going to do next?
Yep.
Am I going to go work at Comcast? Am I going to work at the post office? Am I going to do something? And that's how we got here.
That's amazing. I mean, you really have done so. Tell the audience about your suite of services and what you do, what you offer now. So you went from like literally just barbering to now you do like a whole full suite.
To the booty facial.
They want to talk about the booty facials.
Okay.
All right.
The booty facial.
Right.
The booty facial is literally what it sounds like, a facial for your booty. And how that came about is just hoarding through social media. I had started out just doing body waxing, Brazilian waxing, legs. Everybody keep asking me, but I hate waxing eyebrows. Like, it's my fear that I'm overcoming.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is could you just imagine just ripping half of somebody's eyebrow off before their wedding?
Yes.
Like,
before their wedding.
Before
right?
their wedding, exactly. I'm taking it to the extreme. Before your wedding, like just imagine Patty King got to go speak in front of 1,000 people,
right?
And I'd accidentally ripped her eyebrow by accident. But I'm overcoming that fear. So the booty facial actually started because I ran into a lot of women that had problems, whether it was acne on their butt, dry skin on their butt, eczema on their butt, and they wanted a cute butt.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take on the task and figure out how to get you a cute butt. So we started out with just exfoliating. That wasn't enough. And for those who don't know who exfoliating, I know a lot of people tend to not keep up with things. That's just removing dead skin and all of that. So we thought that was enough. Nope, we're gonna add more to it. So I'm gonna clean it and shine it up real nice. And then
literally clean it up and shine it up.
I'm literally going to clean it and shine it up. Then I'm going to exfoliate it. So basically, I'm deep cleansing it. We're going to detox it, deep cleanse it. We're going to get rid of all that dead skin. We're going to add a whole bunch of shine to it. We're going to put a whole bunch of professional products on it. We're going to put natural products. We're going to put oranges. We're going to put lemons. We're going to put aloe. We're going to put raspberries. And we're going to put these hands on it.
Oh, God. And what you don't know this, but I've talked to a couple of people who've had your services, and the one thing that they talk about is like getting rid of discoloration.
Oh, that's my thing right there. That's my thing because I suffered from that before. Having eczema, I had a dark face when I was in high school, and just shout out to my esthetician, Miss Reginald Haywood.
Yes.
For those who don't,
She get us right. She get us right.
I love Reginald to death.
She get us right.
I actually started out testing with her products, and once I realized how good it was with hyperpigmentation, cleaning the skin, getting everything, just the whole shebang, she got it going on. That's when I realized, you know what? She might be younger than me, but I'm gonna follow in baby girl's footsteps because you know sometimes you need an older mentor, sometimes you might need a younger mentor. So that's how that happened. And the brightening, that was a mistake actually.
Really?
The brightening was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that, but I meant to do that. My lady at home, I'm always experimenting on her. I love you to death. I'm always experimenting on her, and I'm always trying to. She got the worst wax ever before. Oh, so that's actually how that started. Oh, dear. When I first started out with waxing, yeah, she had a bad experience. Oh, dear. Nah. I didn't take her eyebrows. Brazilian. So let's just say, you ever hear of someone say getting off the table, leaving a lip on the table? Oh. I almost left a half a lip on the table. Oh. So we went back from there, and then it started with, trying to get that area back to where it was. So,
right.
Yeah, to know me is to love me, and to love me is to just put up with my BS. But so I accidentally gave a little bit of discoloration down there, and I started experimenting with products, and I seen that it came back brighter than Kobe Bryant's wife's ring.
Hey!
So that's how that worked.
Wow.
And then I just kept following those same routines, minus snatching people's skins.
Yes, like minus that. Well, there's a learning curve at every
There's always
juncture.
a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I'm still on that learning curve. So
aren't we all?
that's how that started.
Wow.
And quite frankly, it's going on very well.
How long you been at your shop now?
I've been at my shop for 1 year and 3
Look
months
at that!
now. Yes, thank you. 1 year and 3 months, going on
I
forever.
Can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Time
either, 'cause
really flies.
I remember. I believe I was 18 or 19 when I first cut you in boss hair.
Yeah, you were just turning 20. I was like,
Just
how old are you? You're like,
see-
I'm a B20.
I lie to you not. When she first sat in my chair and she told me about her, I always like to check people out. And she told, was it both of you graduating when I first met you, or was it a friend of yours?
It was
I can't
somebody
remember his
else that
name,
was
but
graduating. Yeah.
I never forget, because that same night that I cut all you guys' hair, I snuck into the club downtown. I was 20. And next thing you know, we're all in the middle of the floor dancing.
Had a
and
good
then
time, yeah.
that started a lifelong our client
friendship.
and
Yep.
outside of being a client relationship, because I lie to you not. I love your Facebook. I love your Facebook.
I know. I'm reformed.
We're not reformed. Own it.
No, we are not?
We're
Okay,
not
just as long
reformed.
as it's we.
It's
All
we.
right.
'Cause I have a lot to do. So that's how it started out.
So we're short on time.
good.
But if you have accomplished so much, you're just going to be 30. You have your own business. You have traveled all over learning your craft. If you had some advice to give to people who want to branch out and learn themselves and learn what they're good at, what would you say to them?
Do it. Like Nike.
Period.
Literally, do it. Because the longer you wait, it's just going to be wasted time, and you're going to be feeling bad for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I just started to embrace the simple fact that I took long doing what I should.
Yeah.
And,
take
lollygagging
long, though?
around, it's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
My goal to me was to be 30, retired, and living on the beach.
At 30.
At 30. That's spoiled kid problem.
Yeah.
Growing up I had siblings, but being raised by my grandparents as an only child atmosphere,
Yep.
I just knew that I was going to wake up and be tomorrow's Tesla or something like that.
Right.
So, I don't feel as though like I judged it wrong, but I'm learning some things that I didn't know back then.
Absolutely.
So most I can say is just do it. Don't be scared. Pursue your dreams. Don't quit your job yet, though. Don't quit your. Sometimes you need some money to fund that.
There you go.
You need some money to. Don't do it like me. I was working somewhere at the age of 17 and just left and went to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had a great support system at home, but everyone's not fortunate to have that great support system.
Yeah.
So to say this, if you have the support system, let them support you. They might nag you. They might tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But in the meantime, you're signing their checks and paying their rent.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's the most I can say. Is just follow your dreams, be genuine. Don't ever let nobody tell you no. And if someone is hating or downplay on you, you did the damn thing. Excuse my language. Yes.
Well, listen, it has been a pleasure. We play a little game when
Okay,
we a couple minutes. We'll be back, but stick around.
Absolutely.
And I cannot thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are amazing. You're an amazing person. So we are going to be right back. We have a very special virtual interview for you coming up soon. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, we have such a special treat for you guys tonight. I want you to welcome my next guest. His name is Chris Handles Franklin, Harrisburg's very own, and he is a Globetrotter on the Harlem Globetrotters team.
Big.
You are a local favorite, a celebrity, an international figure, but definitely one of our near and dear to our hearts here in Harrisburg. So first, how are you doing? How's everything going?
I'm good. I had a rough 2021, but things are shaping out well, and always in good spirits, of course.
Oh, wonderful to hear. I mean, I know it's been a rough 2021 for a lot of us. How was 2021 rough for you? What are some of the things that? I mean, it's been a difficult year for a lot of people. So
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I lost my father March 29th. One of my best friends, a great friend of mine, Michael K. Williams, September 6th, and then I lost my mother, not too long ago, about a month ago. So just a lot of loss. But of course, whenever there's loss, there's always a bright side on the other end. You know, I was blessed enough to have them in my life, and it also puts a lot of things in perspective. What's really important.
So we appreciate you, first of all, just even sharing some of that stuff, because there are so many people that are going through similar things. So first of all, I appreciate you for sharing. Second, I wanted to know more about you've been doing a lot of work around Michael K. Williams' death. I know that you guys just unveiled a mural. I think that was in New Jersey. What was that process like, and what was the dedication, and what did you all do there?
Well, it was a dedication to a building in his name. And I mean, I think a lot of the things that my parents stood for, that Michael K. Williams stood for, is important for us to keep those traditions going. And I always talk about turning that grief into giving. And it's important to, you know, for me, it's therapeutic to be able to speak about these things, because no one's immune to life's trials and tribulations. We all go through our ups and downs, you know. So, I mean, I think a humanistic approach is to be able to share it and have other people comfortable sharing the things they go through. And hopefully what comes out of that is people bonding together and making each other strong. That's one. And number two is, you know, Mike did a lot of things with voting, over policing and communities of color, and just trying to make a difference in a positive way. Absolutely. So I mean, I think a lot of his family and friends, including myself, are looking to carry on those traditions.
Absolutely. Especially, I know he was very heavily involved in the arts, of course, being an actor, but also in some of the efforts here in Harrisburg as well. So anything on the horizon for you dealing with, you know, the arts and other initiatives that Michael K. Williams definitely was going to be involved in here in Harrisburg?
Hopefully so. You know, I think John Trey is doing an amazing job and trying to do some amazing things in our area, bringing films to Harrisburg, which I think would be a great thing. So I'm always in support of the things he's doing, and anything with the arts, I think is well needed.
Absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I know that you, so you're a Globetrotter, and you've been so for how many years?
15 years. I'm actually going into head coaching for the first time. So I'm
that's
excited
exciting.
about that. Yeah.
A head coaching job?
Yeah, with the Harlem Globetrotters, of course.
Congratulations. That's great. I didn't know that. That is fantastic. And I also know that you have been bringing entertainment to the area for many years as well. So tell us about that journey. What's that been like?
Well, that's been amazing. You know, I hooked up with my partner Boots. You know, who has vast experience in that, and we kind of partnered to try to do something positive in the city and to bring people to our city. And we've been able to bring some real big names to the city and hope to continue that going. So that's really been positive. So we started this thing called Weekend Wednesdays, and we bring in all of these comedians once a month on a Wednesday, and it's been real successful. So
extremely successful. What's your favorite show that you've done so far there?
All of them had their own uniqueness. And one thing about doing shows is I'm able to bring some of my favorites here. So I mean, Earthquake was always one of my favorite comedian. Donnell Rollins, I was a fan off a Chappelle show. So it's so many to date. So I'm just happy and hope to keep bringing them.
Yes, Donnell Rollins, that show, when I tell you people were in tears trying to catch their breath at how funny he was. It was great. It was great. Like, people literally were just like, oh, I can't laugh no more. It's my stomach hurts. So the other thing I've always wondered about you, but I've never had the opportunity to ask, is how do you connect? I mean, you've been all over the world at this point, 15 years, going into head coaching as a Globetrotter and just as a general humanitarian in person. How do you connect the global to the local, and how do you see Harrisburg connected to the international scene?
Well, a couple things. First of all, I've been blessed enough to be in every state, 84 different countries. But what I realize is that each place has its own uniqueness, and there's nothing like home. This is home to me. So, I mean, I think we have so much talent here in Harrisburg. So a lot of it is just getting that exposure to our city. And I know when I was trying to be a Harlem Globetrotter, the toughest part, I didn't know anyone who was a Harlem Globetrotter, so I couldn't get my skill or my talent out. So what I try to do is to be a conduit to other people trying to get their craft or their art or their skill out on a national scale.
For folks who want to take a leap, what would you tell them? What are some things that you would say to give them encouragement?
Well, first is believe in yourself. I think that's so important. You should be your biggest cheerleader. If no one cheers for you, you should be cheering for yourself and acknowledge the accomplishments that you've already accomplished and those little steps to get to your goal. That's number one. And number two, it's never too late to be great. People always, so when I was trying to be a Harlem Globetrotter, people told me it was impossible, but then I got to a certain age where they said it's too late, right? It's too late for you to achieve this goal, you're too old. You know, I was one of the oldest rookies, and 15 years later, I'm still with the organization. Wow. So, I mean, I think a big thing is not only believing in yourself, but just understand it's never too late to be great or to go after that goal or dream of yours. So
it is never too late to be great. So that's dope.
Yeah,
that's really dope.
Go after those goals. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know, I know people that are in their 50s that say, I want to go back and get a degree.
That's right.
But whatever you might want to do, start that business, whatever it is, I think it's never too late to start.
Oh my goodness, that's really great. I'm going to keep that with me. It's never too late to be great.
Absolutely.
It's never too late to be great. Well, I thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I know you're so busy, so it is such a pleasure and an honor to get to talk to you for a few minutes. And when you come back, we would love to have you on the show in live, if that's okay.
Would love to be there. Can't wait.
Mr. Chris Handles-Franklin, we appreciate you for being on the show.
All right, thanks for having me. Honored to be here.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. We have such a special treat for you guys tonight. I want you to welcome my next guest. His name is Chris Handles-Franklin, Harrisburg's very own, and he is
Yay! I was so happy to have Chris. And he is actually starting his tour on Christmas Day, and he's going to be gone until May. So wish him luck. If you know him personally, send him congratulations and luck. He's starting his 16th year as a Harlem Globetrotter. Okay, we have a very special treat. This young, delightfully beautiful young woman, I reached out to her and said, hey, I really want you to come on the show. You are amazing. And a couple people had actually suggested her. So I wanted you to see this wonderful person, Miss Nadina ACAPELLA. She is a singer, songwriter, actress, a model. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, and she has a gorgeous voice. I would love for her to come and grace us with the song, Miss Nadina ACAPELLA.
It's always the same, but I don't even try. I've been afraid of truly being me. I'm a caged bird, I wanna be set free. Tell me where to go, tell me what to do. I wanna be better, but I have no clue. I've been on the go, running away from you, but you appear every place I run to. I fly when I'm stuck in a cage. I'm a songbird, I haven't sang in days. When did I lose my voice so silent speak? Oh no, I'm a cage bird, someone set me free. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get ready for last lap, and we're gonna bring all our guests back real fast. All right, thank you. You sound so amazing. Come on back, guests. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. You are so gorgeous, and you sound like an angel.
Are you looking to broaden your skills in digital media creation? Are you looking to be a part of a great team? Well, we need you. The Black News Beat will be trying to fill various positions to help make our show a great success. We'll be looking for tech assistants to help on set. We'll be looking for writers to help write the show every single episode. Also need digital media assistants. Absolutely need some live audience coordinator. We'd love to open up these opportunities to high school and college students. We'd love for you to intern with us and learn more about the business and get your feet wet with a great company at Open Stage. So if you're interested, please let us know. We'll be taking applications via email. You can email us at Kimeka at
I never do. All right, so we have, this is last lap. That means we are getting ready to go home. I'm sorry I kept you so long, but I had fun, okay, with y'all. 5 minutes, there we go. So they said I gotta do it in 4 minutes. All right, so for last lap, we always play a little game, all right? It's a very easy game. You guess something about the guest, all right, double candy, all right, but you gotta answer a double question. You've had to finish a sentence, just regular candy again. And then if you land on this one, you answer the question, and you can also get a YPOC membership if you are interested. So that's the game we always play. So it's very easy, all right? Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5, okay? So I'm gonna roll my dice. And when I land on a number, all right, I'm gonna pick you, and you're gonna turn the wheel. Very easy, all right?
Okay.
Wheel of death or trivia, I don't know which one it's gonna be for you. All right, so hold on, let me roll my dice, hold on. 3. There you go.
I got it.
Well, I'll do it for you since you're kind of far away.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, you just get candy. That's delightful for you. You don't have to answer any questions. Now, one time we had a fight on the show about Almond Joy. I don't know what happened. No, it wasn't Almond Joy. It was who you remember because it was a fight. They was like, leave some Reese's for me. We don't have any Reese's tonight. So the choices are Almond Joy. Now we got some York, okay, and some Dum Dums. Don't be a Dum Dum. All right. Next, I'm gonna roll my dice again. Hold on a second. 4. That would be you. Go ahead. You're right next to the wheel. Go right ahead. All right. Finish this sentence. All right. This is a holiday question. Okay. In a Black household, this dish is paramount for the holidays. This dish is paramount for the holidays. If we don't have it, it's not Christmas. What is it?
Oh, I need macaroni and cheese.
Yes, we do need macaroni and cheese. And I'm gonna extend it to my other guests too. This dish is paramount for the holidays. If we don't have this, it ain't a Black Christmas. What is it? Collard greens. Period. Patty, Miss Rep Patty Kim. If it's paramount to Black Christmas for some of us, but for all Christmases, what dish can't do without?
This feels like Black Jeopardy under
Period.
white people.
Period. That's correct.
Or yellow people, I'm not sure.
Put her on the spot. What?
Sweet potato pie.
Woo! All right, now, Eileen, what can we, if we don't have this dish, it's not Black Christmas, what is it?
Okay, and I have two. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
you got two, yes.
I'm sorry, because my family's from Ghana.
Yes.
So if jollof rice is not on the
Period.
table, it's canceled.
It's canceled. Go ahead, Miss Nadina.
See, Miss Patty Kim took my
She took
answer,
your
but
answer. Can you believe it?
I would say cabbage.
Cabbage.
I gotta have cabbage. That's me. And potato salad, but that's two answers.
I agree with cabbage. I agree with, none of y'all said my favorite. I don't need a mic. None of y'all said my favorite, and that's the Christmas ham. If we don't have the Christmas ham.
I thought you were gonna say chitlins.
You was,
I thought you were gonna say chitlins.
why? Nope. No.
It's dangerous.
No, I know a lot of my grandma loved chitlins. God rest her soul.
Disgusting. So, which one? Oh, Zoe gets, thank you. Zoe gets candy. Nope, Zoe gets candy. I was like, who answered? Whose question did I? Okay. All right, we'll do one more. There you go, for the people. Okay. All right, one last question. Let me shake my dice. Hold on. 5. Okay. I'll swing it for you. Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
Pardon me, Zoe.
Okay. All right. Very nice. So, this is very easy. It's just a question about the YPOC. Very easy. I've sat in your chair many a time, so you probably know all these answers. What community does the Young Professionals of Color serve?
The Black community.
That's right, Black and Brown. That's correct. Good job. And we've been doing it for 5.5 years. Here's some candy. One more roll of the dice. It's only 10:01. Okay.
Nope.
2. Would you like me to roll? Okay. This is my favorite part. I like doing this nonsense. It's my favorite part. Okay. Okay. All right, so I want you to guess. This is where you guess something about one of the guests. Okay, so one of these lovely people here. This person, okay, try not to give it away, but I probably will. Oh, Lord. All right, this person I have served on several panels with on the internet. We've sat on several panels together. For gun, yes, it is, Patty. Yes, it is, Miss Patty. It is, Miss Patty Kim. We've done gun violence. We talked about all kinds of different things. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? From panels to a show. Look at that. Look at that, bro. This is more fun, right? Okay, thank you so much to my guests. That is the end of our game. Nobody won, but everybody won. So please take some candy. I hope I got to everyone, and if you didn't get a number, I'm so sorry, but you can have candy. And I just want to finish up here. I always do a final thought and some other things. We're going to be on break next month, but while we're on break, don't forget to send in those questions, and also invite your friends to come, because we have, we want to keep this community-focused event. So we'll be on every second and fourth Wednesday, and with the exception of a couple Tuesdays, as the theater. Oh, and by the way, we're at Open Stage. Please patronize Open Stage. They have wonderful programming. They have been extremely gracious to the Black NewsBeat. They have helped us grow. This is actually the home of the Black NewsBeat. So this is a wonderful opportunity. I always say thank you so much. Gib is like one of my favorite people in the world now. He's wonderful. Our showrunner, our hype man, general, keep it all together person. Love you, Gib. It's been a fun year, right? Shout out to everyone at Open Stage. So please patronize Open Stage. And every show, I send somebody to hell. Okay. Do you know who's going to hell this show? Christmas shopping. What? Have you seen the line? Okay, let me calm down. Have you seen the lines? I was getting off the highway by Capital City Mall, and it was like a 3/4 of a mile. I was like, no. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I will be getting everyone thoughts and prayers for the holiday.
You probably seen me in that line by accident.
You were probably in the line. And
I was.
I looked at that line, I was like, listen, their gifts are staying in the store. I'm not doing it. I'm not standing in line, and I'm not waiting on slow-ass Prime, because Prime is slow.
Right.
What is happening? My whole world is turned upside down. I'm very upset about it.
Jeff got a divorce.
And you said what?
Jeff got a divorce.
That's what happened. And, the question I have here is, what happens to an Amazon Prime dream deferred? And as I always say for every show, thank you to my guests. You guys have been amazing. Haven't the guests been amazing? And as I say every single show, be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Yes. Big up yourself. When no one will do it for you, do it for yourself. Amen. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're a wonderful person. You are a great guest. You are a wonderful figure in the community. Do it for yourself. Big up yourself. All right? I love you all. And I'll see you in 2022.